Okay, YouTube. This is a 2018 Polaris Sportsman 570. The front differential fill hole, once you put a winch on this quad, it's pretty much inaccessible unless you lift a four-wheeler up and go in through this gap here in the front. As you can see, there's the fill hole for the front diff. It's a little difficult to get to, but possible. So what I did was, I looked through my toolbox and I found that I have ball and Allen keys. Here's what it looks like. It's an 8mm ball end Allen key. So what I did was I just kind of fished it through like this area here, and it kind of goes right in, and you just have to use a pair of pliers to grab a hold of it, or a wrench. So what you have to do to get the plug back in is kind of get the plug in here, stick this wrench through the side here, and stick the plug on the end of the wrench. And it should stay well enough to get it on. And then just kind of work it over there. You may have to get your hand in there to help straighten it out. But once you get it started, you can just keep pulling this ball out of here like that, rotate it back, stick it back in, and tighten it down. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I find this to be faster than trying to fill it through the fill line. So what I did was fluid, was I took the bottle and I used a one of these boat pumps. It's like a squeeze pump to pump fluid into the lower unit of a boat engine, and I just stick it down in the bottle and pump the fluid into that hole, and it works out really nice. And then once it started running back out of the hole, I stopped. Of course, you can see I have a rag shoved in there to catch overflow. Once it stops pouring out of the hole, that differential only holds like 9 ounces, so it's not a lot. Then I took my inspection mirror, stuck it up in there, and I could see that the fluid level was right at the bottom of the threads of the plug. I have this little cheap inspection mirror. I just stuck it up in there and I could see that the fluid level was right at the threads. Plus you can stick your finger in there and feel the fluid. So that's how you know it's full. Then you just stick your little wrench in here, your little Allen key, and put the thing back in. No more fighting it through the vent tube, because that vent tube is really small and really slow. So you take your 8mm wrench and just put it on the Allen key, and that gives you the torque you need to tighten down this nut. And just give it a good little torque, and that's it. All there is to it.